Hello, welcome to AnjuliTV. I'm Anjuli Velazquez. So Happy Endings premiered this week. It was one of those shows I talked about last summer before this 2010-2011 season started, and I thought I'd like it, and I did. I like that it's about this group of friends who are just a few years older than I am, and how two of them were together and were supposed to get married, but Alex got scared and seemingly ran off with some dude. Now we see how the dynamic of their group changes. I like shows about 20-somethings, and we get to see and be a part of their different relationships. I was a little worried at first that this show was going to be one of those that tries a little too hard. There were a couple moments in these first two episodes, but I didn't really think that for the most part. I enjoyed it and I laughed a lot. I love that it's going to be a part of ABC's Wednesday night comedy block. I don't watch The Middle or Better With You, but I love Modern Family, and I can't wait for Cougar Town to be back, which it'll be back Monday, April 18th after Dancing with the Stars, and then another new episode on that Wednesday, April 20th at its regular time slot. Anyway, I also really love having Matthew Perry being on my TV again, so I hope Mr. Sunshine is on that Wednesday night block of awesomeness as well. And Happy Endings is a great addition to my comedy night. I will definitely be watching next week. Our only WTF moment of the week comes in the Vampire Diaries. Matt is still in cahoots with Sheriff Forbes. You're supposed to love Caroline, not rat her out to her mom. Our first OMG moment of the week comes in being human. The season 1 finale was epic. Josh turning and Nora finally learning that he's a werewolf, and then we see that she was bleeding, not knowing what from yet, and then Josh told her about how he became a werewolf, and all it took was a scratch, and then we see he scratched her. And then of course, Aiden killing Bishop was intense too. This show is so good. I cannot wait for the next season. Our next OMG moment of the week comes in the Vampire Diaries. The opening sequence, OMG, seeing Klaus torture Catherine is justice. And then the end scene, really? That couldn't have been Elena. That was Catherine, right? That pulled out the dagger out of Elijah. But how would she have gotten into the house? So if it really was Elena, then why in the hell did she do that? Our only awe moment of the week comes in Castle. Castle and Beckett were too cute at the end of this episode when he admitted to being jealous and there were looks exchanged. It made my heart melt. Our first awesome quote of the week comes in How I Met Your Mother. Lily says, Marshall and I have been together 15 years, and the only debate we've had about Tommy Boy is whether it's awesome or super awesome. That's love, bitch. High five. Our next awesome quote comes in Castle. When Castle's reading the text messages and says, ooh, not a lot of LOLs in there. Our next awesome quote comes in Community. That lady who was going to marry Pierce says, very impressive, Veronica Mars. You learned how to use Google. And our last awesome quote of the week comes in Bones. Angela says, of course you're going to belittle astrology. You're a Virgo. I love it, and I love Angela. My first favorite clip of the week comes in How I Met Your Mother, my awesome quote.
Marshall and I have been together 15 years, and the only debate we've had about Tommy Boy is whether it's awesome or super awesome. That's love, bitch.
My next favorite clip comes in Being Human. I love the way this season ended with Oasis playing, especially the Sally Can Wait line. And we came back to where we started in the first episode. Favorite clip comes in Castle. First one is when he was joking around a little too much at the precinct.
His own claim to fame. Assaults.
Ooh.
Ag assault.
Bad.
ADW. Battery. Assault on a city employee, parking enforcement.
Doesn't count.
Easy. Dude.
Just jokes.
All right, find out where her brother...
Next is his reaction to Beckett hanging out with his protege, Alex Conrad.
Dead.
Why don't you just give me a buzz when the two of you are done?
I mean, if it's okay with you. Why wouldn't it be okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It's so not okay.
And the last one is Castle and Beckett's moment at the end. Ah, they're so cute.
Thank you.
Always.
My next favorite clip comes in Hawaii Five-0. Dano's I Heart You to McGarrett. I love him.
Hey, Danny! Thanks, brother.
My next favorite clip comes in the Vampire Diaries. First one was Damon and Elena dancing together. I didn't think I would like seeing them together as much as I did.
How you doing?
Freaking out a bit. You?
Cool as a cucumber. Come on, remember the last decade dance? The vampires were all, ah, and you were all, ah!
Right, and we won.
Yes, we did.
My goodness.
I've got moves you've never seen.
And the next one is Damon dancing with Bonnie. It was exceptionally cute.
Is it true?
Yes.
The part about you having a 50-50 shot of surviving? Is that true?
He was upset I didn't want him to worry.
So you lay it all out on the line for Lena, no matter what.
No matter what.
Good.
You can't tell her.
Secret's safe with me, but I mean, with all that power, is there no way to increase your odds?
Careful, Damon. I might start to think you actually care.
We wouldn't want that.
And my last one is just Damon on the dance floor. He was amazing. And my last favorite clip of the week comes in Community. Britta kissing Troy. I loved it for some reason.
He's in my mouth. See you tomorrow.
Well, that's it for this episode of AnjuliTV. I'm Anjuli Velazquez. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.